Hello YouTube, back here again for my Twop 12 best movies of the year. We've gotten through the shit, and now we're here for the best. Now, before I get started with this list, I want to have a few honorable mentions of movies that were really good, but I couldn't fit them on the list. Those movies are Book of Eli, The Crazies, Paranormal Activity 2, and then The Wolfman, and Piranha 3D. All films that I really enjoyed, but I couldn't fit them on the list. Oh, yeah, and Machete too. I also really like Machete. And another list I got to mention as well of movies that I didn't get to see and probably would have changed this list if I had seen them. That would be The Social Network, Black Swan. Yeah, I unfortunately didn't see either of those films, and I totally intend to redeem myself and see those films as soon as I can. Now, I don't have all the movies that came out this year, but I have a small chunk of it. Alright, so number 12, we have The Expendables. For the first time, we managed to get Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Sylvester Stallone all together on the same screen. Even though it was for like 5 minutes, and it was just them saying bullshit to each other. The greatest action stars of the 80s and early 90s, for the first time, were all on screen together, and that is awesome. Jason Statham was awesome in this. Sylvester Stallone was awesome in this. The action, everything was great. The only little complaint I have about it is the CG blood. Oh well. But hey, great action flick, number 12. Number 11, Iron Man 2. Now, it's nowhere near as good as the first one, and unfortunately the character of Tony Stark wasn't allowed to evolve because this has to be a jumping off point to the Avengers. But still, loved it. It's a comic book movie, and highly recommend seeing it. Number 10, Kick-Ass. Probably some of the most fun I had in a superhero movie this year. And great, terrific action flick all the way through. Number 9, Red. Yeah, another really good Bruce Willis movie. It's been a while since we've had one of those. Number 8, Harry Potter. Honestly, I'm probably going to consider this the second best Harry Potter film made to date. Taking it out of the school and putting it on the road, terrific decision. Well, I shouldn't say a decision because that is how it is in the book. It's been so long since I've read the book, I honestly can't make the comparison between the two. But great movie, and I loved it. Number 7, Shutter Island. Scorsese at his best. A great psychological, dark horror movie thriller. Though it's really not labeled as a horror movie, but it certainly has all the elements to one. And it is great. And Leo DiCaprio, fantastic. Number 6, Toy Story 3. Right here. Great movie. You can never go bad with Pixar, unless that movie is called Cars. Cars 2, anyone. But Toy Story 3, fantastic. Pixar, yet again, at its best. Now, surprising to a lot of people, How to Train Your Dragon was fantastic, but was actually better than Toy Story 3, I thought. You know, I never thought the day would come that a DreamWorks movie would be better than a Pixar movie. Well, that's probably because this is probably the most Pixar movie that DreamWorks has ever made. And they should stick with that formula. Be more like Pixar, not DreamWorks. Number 4, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The best comic book movie adaptation of the year. Edgar Wright at his best. And Michael Cera has cleaned the slate with this role. This is the role that he was born to play. All the crap he's done before, completely meaningless now because he was fantastic in this, and they managed to make him into a badass action hero. I never thought that was possible. They did it. It happened. Number 3, Inception. Christopher Nolan at his best. You really can't argue with it. It's probably the most thought-provoking movie of the year. And one of the best things that cinema can do is create an audience discussion. This movie succeeds at that at every level.
And it's another Leonardo movie, too.
And another Leonardo movie. Man, that guy's on a roll. Number 2 is The Fighter. And this movie is fantastic. If, what?
Christian,
oh yeah, sorry, I mind blanked. If Christian Bale doesn't win Best Supporting Actor for this, I would find that very surprising. Probably, there's been a lot of buzz for The King's Speech, and that will probably win for Best Supporting Actor. Hey, it's another one I need to see. But hopefully, I really hope Christian Bale wins this one, because honestly, this is his best role to date. His best acting performance to date. So The Fighter, terrific movie, highly recommend it. Number 1 is True Grit. Now, really 3 reasons why this is the best movie of the year. It's a Coen Brothers movie. Can't go wrong with them. It's a Jeff Bridges movie. Can't go wrong with him either. And it's a Western. And I love Westerns. So, really, this is probably the most biased for me. Because if you got all 3 of those elements, and you do all of them perfectly, then that's going to be number 1. But honestly, Haley Steinfeld, the protagonist of the story, if she doesn't win for Best Supporting Actress, I don't know. She will most likely win it. I think she's the best candidate for it. This movie will be nominated for Best Picture, and Jeff Bridges was probably nominated for Best Actor for it. He's not going to win because he won last year, and the Coens have already won for No Country for Old Men. But even though if it doesn't win, they're still getting nominated for it. And also another thing, this is the Coens' highest earning movie to date, which is also really cool. So True Grit, best movie ever, a lot of fun. A lot of great acting performances, a lot of great action, great music. Everything in this movie is perfect. So, that's my best list. If you didn't like it, okay.